everybody, Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, once again, headed out to one of my local thrift stores, picked myself up 7 VHS tapes, so let's take a look at what I got. The first title I picked up was Ace of Base The Sign, The Home Video. This is great. Very excited to get this. Not that I'm some huge Ace of Base fan, but I do remember when Ace of Base was huge, especially the song The Sign. It was right between like 5th and 6th grade for me. I remember that summer that song was everywhere. I had the cassette single of it. I used to listen to it all the time as a kid. Once again, not the hugest Ace of Base fan, but just wanted to pick this one up just for nostalgic reasons. This is going to be a fun watch. The next title I picked up, I was very excited about, one I've been looking for a while, and that was Alan Quarterman and a Lost City of Gold. This year's a Canon Pictures title, and as you all know, Canon Pictures is my all-time favorite movie studio, so I was very excited to pick this one up. I'll be watching this one ASAP for sure, because this is just going to be fantastic. I guarantee this is going to be just a ton of great cheese, as Canon Pictures usually are. Definitely looking forward to watching this. Then I picked up Get Bruce. This year was a complete blind buy. I had never even heard of this one, but after reading the synopsis, this sounds fantastic. It's all about a writer for comedians, and apparently when comedians are having trouble, they call up Bruce, he helps them out, writes some fantastic jokes for him, and he writes jokes for some really good comedians. So this should be great. I cannot wait to see this. Very glad I came across this one. Then I grabbed The Christmas Toy. As a big Jim Henson fan and also a big Muppets fan, this is definitely something I wanted to pick up, and something that's been on my wish list for a while now. I've actually never seen this, so I am dying to check this one out. I've heard great things. Definitely looking forward to getting the DVD copy of this someday, but for now, the VHS copy sounds great. Cannot wait to see this. Then I picked up another music-related VHS with The Cure in Orange. I love The Cure. I'm a huge fan of this band. They are constantly playing on my iPhone, constantly blaring this one out of my speakers. Definitely a big Cure fan, so definitely wanted to pick this one up, and I'm going to watch this one ASAP because it's going to be a fantastic watch. The next title I picked up was Where the Toys Come From, a Walt Disney title that, before today, I had never heard of. This actually gets really good reviews online, so I'm very excited to check this one out. As you all know, I'm a huge Disney fan, so this is going to be a great watch, I'm sure. I have no doubts it'll be fantastic. And the last title I picked up was Awesome Rides, another roller coaster VHS tape. I have a few of these in my collection already. They're a lot of fun to watch. I love learning about roller coasters. I love going for rides on them, even when it's just through a VHS tape. These are a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it says right here, trading cards inside. There's no trading cards in here, which is definitely a downfall, but I really was not expecting them to actually be inside. But I definitely had to pick this one up. Really looking forward to checking it out. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And today, I obviously checked out Underworld Evolution. A decent but mediocre Underworld film. As I mentioned, I was a huge fan of Underworld, loved that movie, and I really enjoyed the prequel Rise of the Lycans. I thought both those movies were fantastic. Unfortunately, Underworld Evolution, for me, it didn't quite live up to what it could have been. I remember, after I first saw Underworld, I immediately thought, wow, they left this one open. I hope there's a sequel, because it's going to be badass if there is. I figured with them hunting down Celine, I mean, that's going to be great. Definitely looking forward to it. So when eventually this came out, I was pretty pumped. Went and saw it in the theaters and was somewhat disappointed. It is a okay popcorn film. It's an alright movie. I'm not saying I hate this movie, but they had a lot to work with. They could have done a really badass movie with all these vampires and hunting down Celine. I mean, they should have been going after her. Instead, we basically get a movie about some vampires hunting for a key. That's basically the premise of this movie. I mean, there's more to it than that. There's a big backstory to it, but for the most part, it's people hunting for a key. And I was just kind of let down by that. I really wanted something a lot better, something just, like I said, the story of vampires hunting down Celine would have been fantastic. And we do somewhat get that. Marcus, the new elder vampire, the new head vampire, he's hunting her down, but he's really looking for the keys, not necessarily going after her for the most part. He wants to use her to get the key, and also when he drinks her blood, he'll know where his brother is locked up, and that's what the key unlocks. So, you know, not really what I wanted. I was just expecting something a lot better. Something kind of like the first movie, but, you know, with Celine and her new little, you know, vampire, or, Lycan, you know, boyfriend being hunted down. I thought that's what we would get. I thought that sounded like a lot of fun. There was a lot of potential. Could have been a great movie. And in the end, a movie about a bunch of people hunting for a key just didn't really excite me as much as what I wanted would have excited me, unfortunately. So in the end, I was let down. You know, this is only my like third time seeing this movie, and yeah, I was let down just as much as the last two times I'd seen it. Again, it could have been a lot better, but I do got to give this movie credit for something. And I don't know how much practical special effects they used in the first movie, or even the prequel, or even the fourth movie. I don't really know. Haven't really watched much in the way of special features on those three movies. But I did watch the special features on this one tonight because I got bored after the movie and decided, let's watch the special features. And I was really surprised as to how much they actually used practical special effects in here. Sure, there was CGI in parts where they really needed to use it, because not every part of this movie is really going to work with practical special effects, but where they could use them, they used them. I thought that was great. I think more movies need to do that. Movies are so heavily CGI these days, it's ridiculous. And this, they were using costumes, they were using miniatures, they were just using all kinds of great practical special effects. So I definitely recommend checking out the special features of this, just to watch for, you know, just how they went about using those practical special effects. Just to see that is great. So I definitely got to give this movie props for the practical special effects. But that's really as far as my props go for this film, because like I said, I thought it could have been a lot better. There was a lot of potential for this film, and it just seemed kind of rushed to me, which in the special features, they say that this was something they had planned the whole time, this idea for this movie. They already had this planned out when they were making the first one, and, you know, if the first one did well, they were already going to make this movie. I don't know how truthful that is, because if this is what they came up with, you know, how do you make such a badass first movie and then this is what you had planned for the sequel? I just kind of find that hard to believe. I think this movie seemed a little rushed to me. It just seemed a little bit like they were like, oh, we need a sequel, Hunting for a Key. You know, it just seemed rushed. It didn't seem like what it should have been. Unfortunately, it was definitely a bit of a letdown. But all in all, if you've seen Underworld, it's worth checking out. It is an enjoyable movie. It will keep you entertained. It is about 2 hours long, but it is an enjoyable movie. It is, once again, just a popcorn action horror movie. You take that for what it is. But it was enjoyable, but like I said, a bit of a letdown, because I know this movie could have been better. I have not seen the fourth movie yet, but I'm going to be checking that one out tomorrow. Definitely looking forward to that, hoping it's a lot better than this. And from the reviews I've seen and from the synopsis I've read, it sounds to be pretty good. It sounds more like the first one, so I'm really looking forward to checking it out, but hopefully it's a lot better than Evolution. But like I said, if you've seen the first one, it is worth checking out. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Got some great titles today from my local thrift store, and also watching Underworld Evolution. Like I said, the movie is a bit of a letdown. It could have been a lot better. When I originally saw it, I had very high hopes for the movie, and every time I watch it, I am a bit let down. But with that being said, it was still an enjoyable movie. It is worth seeing, you know, if for anything more than the fact that you've seen the first one, why not see the sequel? Because like I said, it is at least decent enough to check out. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.